We are here to do your channel messages and what I see for your star sign in each month. Now, if you do like this content, remember to click the bell. And also we do have a brand new edition, which is the Romance Zone. So stay tuned for that. I will be bringing those channel messages with the tarot live by mid-month. So if you do wish this content ahead of the game, you can join a YouTube membership where I pre-release these a week ahead. Take care, and let's have a look at what I see for your zodiac sign this month. Cancer, welcome back for your psychic predictions. Very exciting month for you, especially moving into March. So stay tuned for such. We do have 2 editions this month for your star signs, and it is a romance house, as mentioned. Very separately, we have drops happening every week, so make sure to come through and check out some of the content that we have here at Yildiz Readings 5D. Without further ado, let's take a look at your zodiac sign and what my psychic predictions are for you. Okay, as mentioned, big month. Now, yes, we have had some heavy energy around your zodiac sign. So you wouldn't be you would be forgiven for feeling that everything was coming at you. Some of you could still feel slightly tired and have a lot on your mind, really relating to new beginnings and the things that you're wanting to achieve. And I do feel you're going to have forward momentum this month, with potential some nagging energy cropping up in the first week. But as we really do move through that first week, I feel we've got that forward momentum. Where it did come to crosswires surrounding love and career, those things should ease up. We will have a look at that further. Overall, 2 main themes really do pop out for me, and that really will be surrounding your career, your purpose, your goals, your hopes and dreams and aspirations. Some big shifts changing there. Very separately, I do see something to do with maybe this could be a big plan that you're having and suddenly having a revelation that it's a deep possibility. Some of you also could be receiving elements of more work, more social responsibility. There also could be a large amount of wealth really coming to you at a drop of a hat, but we will tune into that a little bit later. Surrounding family, there definitely could be some things that are coming up for you where you're very nostalgic, but you're sort of on the fence in relation to such. So I do feel really the reflection back, looking at all angles of the story to make some firm decisions. This also could be surrounding a home environment situation. Your routine overall is going to be fairly busy, so don't be surprised if you're pulled in many directions, but you're definitely going to be super social and really be enjoying those really conducive connections. The area of love for you is really super interesting. Mercury has been chucking a bit of a spanner in the works. Those of you that are single, you can still have, and I really do feel this quite firmly, over the next 2 years, there's going to be a lot of changes happening and relating to your relationship sector, singles and couples. I don't think this is a bad thing, though, and I do feel the old Rita Ora song, the old me is dead and gone kind of notions coming through. But I do directly feel there's possibilities of very successful relationships moving forward. You have learnt quite a lot over the last 4 years, and I feel you're very certain as to what you're wanting in your life, who you do and who you don't, and what those roles were that you were playing in those people's lives. So there potentially still can be blasts from the past coming back, but I definitely feel you're a very different person. So here's hoping they are too. I do feel particularly you can be quite goal orientated, and I do feel you may not be attracted to individuals that are controlling, especially between now and March. So if somebody is working with you as a team and they're autonomous and sort of independent to a degree, I think it will flow quite well. You may need to keep the communication open, and you may think that you're communicating with individuals, but it could be a lot of crosswires that are still potential during the month. And I feel really getting down to that communication style to express how you feel may be key, even if that does include, being quite direct. I don't think that to be a negative thing. Those of you in coupledoms, look, only would energy really directly affect you if the tower was falling down. Let me put it that way. And I do feel those of you, if you directly feel you're really not on the same page, it could crop up this month. And it can feel that moment where you're ready to pay the ferryman and really address those most intimate connections. Now, it doesn't have to be the relationship. It could be things around the relationship that were being impacted by other areas are about to be addressed. And clarity in those areas and less cross wires can come about now. I do feel that there could be some very firm changes that are coming, and it's for the long-term success of the relationship. And I especially feel some of these things can be to do with investing back into the connection, looking at the long-term goals and shared resources. You also can find that your partner starts to earn more income during this month, moving into next. Your image also around this time can be changing, and it's quite interesting. I was seeing transformations of your image. For some of you, it could be that you're deciding to have cosmetic surgery, could be dental work or something to that degree. But it does feel as though recovery can take a little bit longer, but I'd say all of that can really land until mid-March. So it's not that it can't be done at this point. It's that you may find cross wires, slight delays. Nevertheless, you can be addressing this in the here and now. Your career at this point is looking really fantastic. There can be slight tedious energies, especially if you are getting quite tired. So try and keep concentration there, especially depending on the industry you're in. You know, your communication, articulating things, concentration. Some of you can be experiencing headaches. If you were really, really unhappy in your career, I do feel some of you may be branching out to get what you're worth. And I especially feel you're actually showing up in the world and you can be attracting lady luck to you. If you're really dissatisfied, this would be the month to really seek employment elsewhere. And really, you know, to express what your needs are inside of it. And trust me, lady luck is on your side. Those of you in business, I do feel you've got big, bold plans, and this can be quite assertive, especially by mid-month. If you do get that wave of energy, really getting your ducks in a row is going to give you a hand. This also could entail changing the image, creating healthy boundaries. And when we say healthy boundaries, you know, it could be systems that you're implementing. It could be structures. It could be paperwork that you're directly addressing at this point, especially because Mercury now is shadow direct. Well and truly direct. We can now see that changes that you can directly apply with the learnings that we had with that retrograde. But I definitely see some advancement and success for those of you running home-based businesses. You may need to upskill some of your technology. You may find this in the first 2 weeks. Very separately, as we do proceed to the rest of the month, it can also be where you're implementing education. You could be upskilling. You could be training other individuals. So depending on how it lands, this also can be a really good time for advertising, especially any launches of new projects. I would say from mid-month, especially around the 17th through to the 23rd. Health is looking good. Yet again, I would say be very careful of pacifiers. Also, some headaches could be going on. You could be intellectualizing a lot of things and not communicating. I would say if you can, try to articulate how you're feeling. Some of you could be burning that candle at both ends. And so of the night, you can find that you're either having a little bit of sleep apnea. Some of you could feel that, you just don't sleep. I do feel it's going to dissipate, but you may need a little bit of help. Or you could use onyx, you could use amethyst as well as citrine, and that's really going to help. Also, guided meditation about half an hour to an hour prior to bed. Wealth does look to be a changing circumstance, especially in those negotiations. Make sure to look at things. I would say some of you could be getting rid of things that you feel don't resonate with you. Some of you also could be looking at loans and your finances and your material value to change some things around, but you can have some brand new ideas in the mix moving ahead. Overall, this can be a fantastic month for forward movement, getting your ducks in a row and really tuning into what does and what doesn't resonate with you. Social contacts also can be super great, and you can be networking with friendships Take care, beautifuls, and I'll see you on the other side.